Okay, a very short story. It was a lovely summer night in November. I had the windows down in the car. I was driving to the middle of Hollywood to pick up Yvette from work. So it was dark outside. I had Bella in the back seat. My windows were down. Bella's windows were up. Although she does know how to put her windows down, she just did not choose to do it herself. And I couldn't find anywhere to park, so I pulled over like in this red zone, and I put my car in park, and I grabbed my phone to text and say, I'm just around the corner. Let me know when you're ready. And then as I was texting, I heard someone trying to open my back door like frantically. And then Bella didn't bark or anything. So I was like, oh, well, I thought it must be Yvette. How strange that she knew where I parked. I told her I would be around the corner, and now but why is she trying to get in the back door of my car? And she's like going, and I'm like, hold on. And I turn around and it's some blonde lady. And I'm like, I'm not your Uber driver. And she kept pulling the door. And then finally she stopped, and I'm like, I'm not your driver. And then she's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And then she ran across the street and got in someone else's car. So just know some random people might get in your car sometimes. And well, that's where we live today. Thank you for coming. We're going to start actually standing today because I wanted to do something different. And actually, I got all this perspective back here. So once standing, we're going to take the, hello, Bella. We're going to take the feet apart about the distance of the hips or shoulders, and let the hands hang down for a moment. And we're going to swing the arms all the way forward. Breathing in the nose, holding the core a little bit tight. We're going to do a lot of the standing warm-ups today before we get into the full sequence. Let's go the opposite direction. And we're breathing in and out through the nose, drawing the breath in, pushing the breath out. We're maintaining engagement of the core in this movement and posture. Just keep breathing, keep moving the arms. Excellent. Let's come across the front, switching which hand goes on top. All right, hands on the hips. We're going to swing around some. I always say a little bit, trying to change it. We're going to swing around some. Great, let's go the opposite direction, please. Excuse me. All right, back to center. Let's stand on the right foot. We're going to lift the left leg and intertwine the fingers and let the leg kind of fall into the hands. You could activate the foot if you want. You don't have to. Stand up tall. Pull the shoulders back and down as we reach from the foot to the crown of the head. We're going to breathe here. Very nice. Let's do the other side. Standing on the left, we're going to lift the right. Again, we grab the knee. You could activate the foot. What does that mean? Pull the big toe or all the toes kind of towards the shin. We're going to stand up really tall, breathing here. Let the heaviness of the leg fall into the hands, and then resist with the shoulders pulling back and down, getting tall as you can, core to the crown of the head. Excellent. We'll do them both. So we're going to step one foot over the other. Don't worry about which one. And then we're going to hang down. And once hanging, let your jaw get loose and your head get loose. And if you like, circle on the arms. We're circling in the hands. Excellent. Let's switch to the other side. So step the opposite foot over now. And again, you could just hang, let the jaw get loose. You can circle, or if you want to do something different, you can pendulum the arms. We're going to stay mostly in this forward fold. We're going to bring the feet together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. We're going to keep the legs straight, so the hands could be either on the shins, or if you're super flexible, on the ground. We're going to look up, pull the shoulder blades together, and then on the out breath, we forward fold. We're going to look up, pull the shoulder blades together, out breath, forward fold. Again, look up, shoulder blades together, and forward fold, out breath. Again, we look up, forward folding, out breath. Let's come all the way up, engage the core all the way up to the ceiling. Palms together above the head, and we're going to bring them down through the heart center. We push into the earth, we circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low, we're going to keep them down. We look up, flatten the back, forward fold, up again to the sky, reaching out and up, down through the heart center. We push into the earth, we circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back, forward fold, out breath. Again, up to the ceiling, up to the sky, down through the heart center. Push into the earth, circle back up, breath in. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, forward fold, up again to the sky, down through the heart center, push into the earth, circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We're going to look up, and from here, we're going to step back to the top of our first push-up position. Shoulders over wrists, middle finger straight forward, tight core, tight legs. Continue the long breathing in the nose. And when you're ready, go ahead, lower down or drop down, roll forward, up dog, legs tight, third eye looking. And then down dog, pulling up and back. Good, looking at the knees and the navel, we're gonna bend one leg, push the opposite heel towards down. Continuing the breath, keeping the eyes open. All right, walk up to the top of the mat, toes together again, fingers low, straight legs, hands on the shins, we look up, flatten the back. Forward fold, out breath. All the way back up to the sky. Hands again in prayer, down through the heart center, push into the earth, circle all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up, we step again, top of push-up, tighten everything, lower down, tight. Up dog, rolling forward, tight legs, down dog, looking at navel. You can stay here, or if you prefer, up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath. Keep breathing either way. All right, step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold. Again, all the way up to the sky, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center, we're doing one more, push into the earth, circle all the way back up. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back, stepping, top of push-up again, lower and drop. Up dog and down dog, good. We stay here. Remember, you're welcome to rest anytime you like. The feet are 2 fists apart. We're looking at the knees and the navel, middle finger straight forward so that the wrist is squaring to the front of the mat. The whole hand is on the mat. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together again. We look up, forward fold. Let's intertwine all but the pointing fingers. We're going to come up and point right up to the ceiling. I'm going to pull the core in, lengthen way up, and then maybe arch back a little bit. Good, back to center. Keep the hands up. Take the feet apart about the distance of the hips or shoulders. And we're going to lean over to the right for a moment. And we're going to lean over to the left. And back to center. Push the walls out. From the hips up, we're going to turn and look to the right. And then from the hips up, we're going to turn and look to the other side. And back to center, arms down, and we're top of the mat again. Big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. We're going to do the with the warrior ones. So we sit in chair, Surya Namaskara B. Good, up, over, forward, folding again, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. We're stepping, top push up again, lower drop, up dog, down dog. Right foot steps about to your right wrist, left foot turns out flat, then the arms come up. Once the arms are up, you can reach the left arm forward, pushing into the back foot, the outside edge of the back foot. Take a couple breaths here. Great, let's touch the ceiling again and then hands back down, stepping back, lower drop, up dog, down dog. We step the left foot up to almost the wrist, right foot turns out, knee is over ankle, less is okay. We're gonna raise that right arm forward. You can push into the outside edge of that back foot, just the right foot. Excellent, touch the sky again, and then hands back down, stepping back again, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. We're gonna stay right here breathing. Looking at the knees of the navel. Put some of the weight in your feet. Sounds weird, but go ahead and try it. All right, step or jump, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, standing, arms down, shoulders back. We're going to do 3 more of those. Sit in chair. Good. Up, over, again, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back, stepping, top of push up again, lower drop, up dog, roll it forward. Down dog. Warrior 1 on the right, please. Right foot steps, left foot turns out. Back up, hands in prayer. Above the head, lengthening up, looking up. Great, hands back down, step back, lower drop. Up dog, down dog. Left foot, please, step in. Right foot turns out. Back up. Hands in prayer above the head. Lengthening up. Breathing. Excellent. Hands back down. Step back again. Lower drop. Up dog and down dog. Please stay in down dog. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees sitting in chair. And standing, shoulders back, tight core. Let's do a couple more. Sit in chair again. Great. Up, over, forward, folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. Stepping again, top of push-up, lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one again. Left foot turns out. Back up, hands in prayer above the head. Lengthening up, looking up. Once you get the length, pulling from the core to the fingers to the ceiling. If you want to arch back, you're welcome to. Great, hands down again, step back. Lower drop, up dog, down dog. Left side, please, right foot turns out. Back up, hands in prayer up to the ceiling. Lengthening up, core pulling in and up to the fingers. And if you want to arch back, all right, hands down again, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to stay right here. All right, step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold. Feet and knees together, sitting in chair and standing. Very nice. Last one with warrior two. We sit in chair again. Good. Up, over, forward folding. We look up, we step back, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, third eye. Down dog, navel, right foot, warrior two, left foot turns out, heel to heel alignment, wrist to wrist. We're going to drop the shoulders, hold the core, and look at the right hand and breathe. All right, hands top of the mat again, step back, lower and drop, up dog, and down dog. And left side, please, stepping right foot turns out, warrior two again, here we go. Looking at the left hand, breathing, dropping the shoulders, holding the core. All righty, hands back down again, step back, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And very nice breathing right here. All right, step or jump, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees. Let's sit in chair. We're going to stay in chair. Breathing here. All right, stand. We're going to take the feet apart distance, say the hips. You grab prayer or elbows, and we're going to hang down. Let everything drop off your back. Let the jaw be loose. You can bounce if you want. If you want to bounce, I'd push the breath out of the nose every time you drop down, or just hang. Good, back up, touch the ceiling way up. And peace fingers way down. Those peace fingers are coming under the big toes, thumbs touching on the inside. Big toes push the fingers down, top of the head reaching down, elbows pulling out and away from the ears. And back up, touch the ceiling all the way up to the sky. And then all the way back down, hands under feet from the front so the toes touch the crease in the wrist. And you can pull up on the feet. It's okay if the legs are bent. Keep breathing. All right, let's stand. And we'll be at the top of the mat. Let's just take a moment, a couple of breaths right here. We're going to pivot through a lot of the standing poses tonight. So we're going to start with triangle by stepping the left leg back about the distance of one of your legs. The right foot is pointing straight forward, the back foot about 45 degrees. Arms up and out. We're going to take a breath in, keep the legs straight. On the out breath, let's reach out a bit and then right hand, maybe just on the shin, left arm up. You can look to the reaching hand if it doesn't bother your neck. You can also look down. You can also do palms out and away. And we're going to stay here and breathe. Good. Back up. We're going to do our first pivot. We're going to turn the right toes into 45 degrees, the left toes all the way out to the back. So we're still heel to heel line. We're going to reach out over the left foot. And then left hand down, right arm up. Same stuff as if the window panes are squeezing you into that one spot. You could look to the reaching hand, or you could look down. You want it, your nose pointing right to the foot. Let's breathe here. And back up. Let's pivot again. Left foot into 45. Right toes straight out. Let's shorten the stance a couple of inches. We're going to twist triangle by first reaching the left arm way out. And then we're going to put that left hand on the right shin. You could stay right here. You could reach the right arm up. You could do that really lightly. To induce a further twist, you can take the back of the hand outside of the leg, gripping the big toe down into the mat in the front. We're keeping the legs straight and the feet flat. Lengthen the back to the crown of your head. Great. Back up. We're going to pivot again. Right toes to 45, left toes out. Reach the right arm out, far as you can get out. So we're forward folding a little bit so that chest is parallel to the earth. And then again, right hand down. And you could stay there, left arm up. You could put the back of the hand outside of the leg. Keep the left hip in. Keep breathing. Excellent. Back up. We pivot again. Left toes 45, right toes straight out. Let's re-lengthen the stance for a warrior two stance. The knee over the ankle. And again, a good stance about the distance of one of your legs. For warrior two, I like it slightly longer than that. Arms up again. We're looking at the right hand. Take your time. We're doing extended side angle. We're going to take the center of the right forearm, place it on the leg near the knee, left arm up and over. A lot of us are going to stay right here. Those of you that want can put the right hand on the ground right next to the foot, inside or outside the foot. Back up to warrior two. We will straight the right leg so that we can turn those toes into 45. Left toes straight out the back. We're going to bend that leg and hit warrior two there for a moment. Good, and when you're ready, center of the left forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. Come to center. We're going to do horse, so just splay the toes out a little bit, bend at the legs, and we're going to hold the ceiling. We're going to stay here. All right, straight the legs, turn the toes to run straight forward. We're reaching straight up and then straight down, hands right underneath the shoulders, fingertips on the line the big toes have made. Let the head lengthen down to that line. If the palms can go down or try to go down, that's great. And the elbows can go back through the legs. You can go easy. We're going to breathe here. Let's come on up. We're going to reach out to the ends of the fingers. And behind the back, we're going to intertwine those fingers, pushing the palms together. But look up. And we're going to forward fold, lifting the arms up off the back. Toes light as possible. You can lift them for a moment and put them back down. We're going to breathe here. Good, back up, touch the sky. And then back down, we're gonna grab the shins, the ankles, or if the legs are straight and you can get the big toes of the peace fingers, go ahead, do that. Elbows away from the ears, top of the head down. Otherwise, just holding the shins, top of the head still down. Let's stay down low, both hands over to the right. We're going to rotate the left shoulder under and through. And over to the other side, right shoulder rotates under and through. Good, let's come up to standing. Let's shorten the stance to about 3 feet apart, unless you're taller than me, which is hard to tell on the Zoom. But we're going to turn the right toes to the front of the mat, left toes about 45 degrees, heel to heel, between 3 and 3.5 feet. You can bring the arms out if you want to get that rotation so we can set up pyramid. So once set up with the chest facing forward, you bring the hands behind the back, grabbing elbows or reverse prayer, or even palms together if your upper back is bothering you. Pull the shoulder blades together for a moment and keep them there. And we're going to forward fold and look at the foot. And we're going to breathe here. Now you're welcome to stay in pyramid, or if you'd like, we can convert to warrior 3 by pushing off that back foot. Keep the arms behind the back even, or you could change them. We can convert warrior 3 to Artichondrasana, right hand down, left arm up. And let's switch the hands, let that hip come down, reach the right arm up. Put that left foot back. So we're gonna pivot again. Right toes to 45, left toes out. We're gonna bring the arms out again, so now the chest faces the back of the mat, and you can grab elbows or reverse prayer, or even palms together if you prefer. We look up, pull the shoulder blades together, maintain that the shoulders back, and we're gonna come down and look at the left foot, and we'll breathe here. And those of you that like can stay right here if you prefer. Warrior 3. And if you're coming along, Artichondrasana, left hand down, right arm up. And switching the hands, if you like, that's a tough one. All right, let's stand. And you could shake the feet out. Movere Skeletto. Okay, we're gonna do tree, standing on the left foot. We're gonna grab the right ankle and see if we can get that to lock. If it won't lock and stay, you can release it, or you can put the foot out in the front. Hands to heart, or all the way up if you prefer. We're gonna stay here and breathe. Good, let that down, step it out, and let's do the other side. Standing on the right, we lift the left. Hands to the heart if you like, or up, or however you did the other side. Let's try to do it the same on this side. Find your visual. I'm looking at the camera on my laptop. Good, let that down, step it out for a moment. And we're gonna go back to the left foot. So standing on the left foot, we're gonna lift the right leg, and the right hand can grab the right knee, other hand on the hip. If you prefer to extend the leg, you can grab the big toe and extend the leg. Keep standing tall. And we're gonna breathe here. Let's open that leg out to the right as you look to the left. And back to center, leg out on its own. Show me the bottom of your foot. Stand up tall though. Good, let that down, step it out a little bit. And standing on the right, we're gonna lift the left, left on left, just holding the knee. Or you could come out and grab the big toe. Open that leg out to the left as you look to the right. Back to center. Show me the bottom of your foot. Great, let that down, step it out. Back to standing on the left foot. We're gonna bend the right leg and grab the right ankle. And imagine the foot's down there, reaching your knee right down to the floor. The left hand's going straight up to the ceiling, and we're gonna stay here. Those of you, if you prefer to do King Dancer, you're welcome to. We're gonna take several breaths right here. Good, let that down, you step it out, and then let's do the other side, standing on the right. Grab the left ankle, reach the knee straight down to the floor, and then right arm straight up to the ceiling. Great. Let's take the feet a bit apart, distance of, say, the hips, toes slightly splayed. Let's squat. We're going to push the elbows into the knees, hands in prayer, lengthening up the back. Let's do a couple that we did last week. So hands straight forward. So we're lengthening out. We'll keep the shoulders back, but lengthening to the ends of the fingers. We're going to come up and prayer to the ceiling, arch it back a little bit, and then back down, pointing the hands straight to me. And then all the way back up, hands to the ceiling, pull high, 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 arch it back down. And one more, back up, please. Length, length, length to the ceiling, arch it back. Come back down. We are going to stay here a little longer. Put the elbows back into the knees. If anyone wants to do crow or headstand, you're welcome to do that. I am going to do headstand myself because I want to put a little bit more blood in my brain, blood brain. All right, let's all come down to hands and knees. Knees are 2 fists apart, shoulders over the wrists just for a moment. Just a couple of cat and cows. Let the belly fall down, looking third eye. And then we're going to arch the back, looking at the legs. Then again, back down. Well, with your own pace. As the belly drops down and looking up third eye, that's the in-breath. The out-breath is when you arch the back. Good, back to center, look over the right shoulder, see the tail. And then over to the other side, see the tail again. Back to center. We're going to step the right foot top of the mat, and you can scooch that foot up a little further. Keep the left knee down. We're going to bring the arms up in a funnel. We're going to hang here for a moment, letting the hips drop down. Good. Let's take the left elbow outside of the right leg. Hands in prayer, pull in towards the chest, turn the fingers to the face. You could stay here. You could roll back on the ball of the left foot, straightening the back leg, or you could stay here. Let's breathe. Great. Let's do the other side of that. So step the right knee back and the left foot forward. We're going to reach the arms again straight up into the big funnel here. We'll take a few breaths here. All the breathing in the nose. Right elbow outside of the leg. Hands in prayer, pull in, turn the fingers to the face. And again, whatever you did on the other side, let's go ahead and try to do the same here. I'm going to keep breathing, please. Excellent. Hands down. We are stepping all the way back to the top of push-up again. We're making our way to pigeon. We're going to lower down. Up dog. Down dog. We're going to hold the right foot up. We're going to breathe here. You can bend that leg and try to point the knee to the sky, keeping the armpit down. And then let's throw that shin, top of the mat, scoop the left leg a little back. We'll look up and then hands down, forearms down, head down. You can lengthen the arms out and put the face down if you like. And we're going to stay here breathing. You can make it a meditation by focusing on the breath, feeling the body. All right, hands top of the mat again. We're going to step the right leg back. You can shake it a bit if you like. Vinyasa, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog. We're going to hold the left foot up. We're going to stay here. You can bend that leg if you like, opening up the hip, keep the armpit down. And then throw that shin top of the mat, scoop the right leg back. Lift the heart to the moon, and then hands down, forearms down, head down. Find a similar place to the other side and find the breath in the meditation. All right, one more time, hands top of the mat. We're stepping back again, top of push-up, nice and tight. We're lower down, up dog, and down dog. And let's sit down with the legs straight out in front of us. Again, big toes together. The toes could even pull back. We're going to breathe in as we reach up. We're going to breathe out and try to touch the toes. Then back up, breathing in. And over, please. Every forward fold accompanies the out breath. The in breath is when we reach for the ceiling. Go ahead, touch the ceiling, and then let's bring the arms down. We're going to do our twist right here. We're going to bend the right leg with the right sole in nice and close. Left toes remain pointing to the ceiling. Left arm grabs the leg, right hand behind you, shoulder back. You could also bring the elbow outside if you like. And we're going to stay right here. All right, let's do the other side. Right leg out, left sole in. Right arm grabs that leg. Right toes pointing up to the ceiling. Right arm holding left leg. Shoulder back, looking back at the wall line. We're going to breathe here. Good. To center again. Both legs bent, heels on the mat. We're going to bring the arms underneath the legs and go back on the tail. You could stay right here. You can let go, locking the shoulders back. Straighten the legs, hands appear third eye of the toes. And it's okay to keep the legs bent, shoulders back, breathing, looking at the feet. It's 1 of 5. Go across the legs, grab the shins, sit up really tall. Great, up again, number 2. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And up again, number 3. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Shoulders down, top of the head up. Good, again, number 4, up we go. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And yep, one more, last one. Woo! All right, hug the knees in. Let's lie back. We're gonna do bridge. So we're gonna put the feet down flat, feet on knees, 2 fists apart, longest finger almost touches the heel. We're gonna lift the hips. As you lift the hips, tuck one shoulder, then the other, intertwine the fingers, push the arms against the earth. You're welcome to do Untitled if you like. We're gonna stay here breathing, looking at the ceiling. Good, back down. Let's hug the knees into the chest for a moment. See if you can get the forearms up on the shins and pull them way down and bring the nose up to the knees. Good, and then when you're ready, we're gonna go upside down. You're welcome to skip it. You're welcome to go to the wall and put your feet up the wall. Otherwise, we are doing plow first, kicking the feet up and over the head, legs in the direction straight. Hands could be on the back or fingers interlaced with the arms pushing down on the earth. If your hands are not on the back, place them there now. Fingers pointing towards the spine, thumbs coming around the front. See if you can scooch the elbows into close to the distance of your shoulders. Then lift the feet and toes to the ceiling. Heavy shoulders, heavy elbows, breathing in the nose, looking at the feet. Bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears. We're going to grab the soles of the feet and lower ourselves into dead bug. Dead bug, knees are in the armpits, soles of the feet up to the ceiling. You could stay still or rock around if you prefer. All right, bring the knees into the chest. Imagine you have pencils, one on each knee pointing up to the sky. One direction at first, we're going to draw a big circle on the ceiling of the sky. Good, and let's go the opposite direction. However that worked out for you. All right, to center, keep the knees up, bring the arms out like a T with the head down. On an out breath, let the knees fall to the right. As you look to the left, you could take the right hand and hold the knees down, and we're going to stay here. And let's come up and then over to the other side. The left hand can hold the knees down as we look to the reaching right hand. Good, back to center, hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. We're going to end with a 5-minute meditation. You're welcome to take a laying down if you prefer. Otherwise, we're going to roll up to a seated position. I'm going to use this rolled up mat to sit on. Once sitting, cross the legs however is comfortable for you. We're going to intertwine the fingers with the thumbs touching, or you could just do one hand on top of each other, thumbs touching and hands down. Shoulders back, chin slightly hanging to the chest. Let the breath return to normal, and then become aware of the body breathing itself. I'm just going to pay attention to that like a cat watching a mouse. And we're going to be here 5 minutes. All right, let's bring the hands to the heart center and rub them together, making friction and fire and action. Then we're going to make a big funnel, bringing the arms all the way up into the sky. We're going to take a breath in through the nose as much as we can get. We're going to breathe in more through the mouth, and even more. We're going to hold the breath. We're going to tighten the legs. We're going to tighten the core. We're going to tighten the floor. We're going to hold all of it. And then let everything out. You're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's danieloverberger.com. You can find the links to my Venmo and PayPal if you need those for the donations. And let me stop